How's it going, Internet Land? This is Zackmus Prime, aka Zackmus Prime here. Here with another Transformers review, and today we're reviewing the studio series Barricade. And, Barricade... So, a friend of mine asked me, he's like, so, what do you think about Barricade? And I was like, eh. And he's like, wow, you mean we're actually going to get a non-positive review from you? And I was like, what do you mean? I've reviewed things non-positively before. He's like, yeah, but it's like super, super rare. And I was like, well, yeah. And we were talking about that and came to the conclusion that that's because I get to pick a lot of the things that I review. And I don't generally review things that I think are just crap. So he suggests that I should just like go out and find things that I won't like to review. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe if there's a consensus. If you guys think I should review things that I think are crap, leave me a comment and I'll find a way to make it happen. But as it is, I'm just only going to incidentally review things that I think are crap. So here's Studio Series Barricade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like him. So in terms of Barricade mode, he looks alright, except he looks like super, super sparse on the paint apps. Like in terms of robot mode paint apps, he's got one there. He's got the whole head. And then these ones down here, and that's it. No detailing anywhere else on the figure except for feet, headlights. They're headlights, but this is actually covered up in robot mode because the actual like headlight covers are opaque black. And his head, and that's it. So first of all, character looks super sparse. Like the studio series are supposed to be like a more premium, better paint apps, better engineering and whatnot. And I don't really feel that this is either one of those things. It is more movie accurate than either the Dark of the Moon or the Transformers 2007 figures. But I mean, that being said, I had that Transformers 2007 Barricade for a long time, and I liked it. I didn't think it was terrible. I don't know. I've got issues with this figure. So in terms of accessories, he comes with one accessory. It is his little wheel weapon thing here. And this is like the most half-assed accessory. First of all, this is just two pieces of plastic. One of them is this like rubbery, so the kids don't kill themselves on it. And then this little part that it rotates around. To attach it to him, you just close his fist and his hand until it clicks like that. There's tabs on his thumb and little slots on his fingers. That'll kind of lock this together. And then you put this into the peg hole there. And instead of looking like it's integrated into his arm, it just looks like he's holding it. And I'm like, seriously, it's supposed to be like integrated into his arm, like it's like sprouting out of his body. Like that's how the movie weapons are supposed to be. And it's just like, no, he's just going to hold it like that. And I was like, ugh, it's dumb. All right, in terms of articulation, his head turns around, looks down that much, maybe he looks up that much, kind of blah, 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 on a ball joint. But it's fine. His arm goes around that much, it goes out that much. He's got a single bend at the elbow, which goes surprisingly quite a bit. Does have a bicep swivel. That's not bad. No real articulation. I mean, he's got a little bit of wiggly there on the wrist. His hand does open and close a little bit. Just a little bit, though. No waist joint, even though that would have been, like, stupid simple to add in. There's no waist joint. Like, why not? He could have gone with a waist joint. Hips are on ball joints. They'll go forward that much. They'll go backwards that much. They'll go outwards that much. He's got like 30% with Van Damme. Not a whole lot. A little bit of change in the way this ball joint is engineered would have fixed a lot of that. There's a molded in panel line right here where they could have put a cut for an actual like thigh swivel. That would have been nice. But no, they're like, no, we're just gonna tease you with the panel line. but not actually separate the plastic. And I'm like, thanks, guys. You're all the best. I guess. I don't know. The double joint on the knee, his knee will go that much. So, fairly deep bend, I suppose. Though without much posability in the hip, you can't really make good use of that. His leg will also go that much forward. Like, it'll bend just as much, but forward. It's kind of impressive to a degree. His ankle just goes forwards and backs. There's no swivel, there's no pivot, there's no tilt, there's no rocker, there's no whatever verbiage you want to use. It is just forwards and back. That combined with his hip makes it's difficult to pose this guy in any kind of like a wide stance, like any kind of like an action pose or anything like that, because no waist joint, no thigh swivel, no ankle tilt, no. And I'm just like, come on, guys. It's supposed to be Studio Series, supposed to be a premium figure. Anyhow, that's it for posability. Let's get into transformation. This is the part that I dreaded. Alright, so to get this guy transformed up, first thing you want to do is to take his head and push that away. And then you want to straighten these parts out. You can come around here and you can straighten out all of his hood and roof stuff over here. And then what you want to do is you want to kind of straighten out his arms and then take these little bendy bits and tuck them under the windshield and then bring the windshield up and over. That'll just kind of put this into position. Now we're going to work on the arms. You want to straighten out this windshield place right here. And then there's a double joint right here. Slide that down. That kind of just slots into there. You want this to come all the way around till it kind of clips into place. Again, with the other hand, you want to close this fist until it clicks like that. If you don't close it until it clicks, it makes the whole transformation obnoxious. It makes the whole transformation more obnoxious than normal. So you want to close that till it clips. It's actually one of those super subtle details, but like really, really matters. Like where you put Ultra Magnus' thumb in the Robots in Disguise Ultra Magnus. I don't know if you guys remember that figure, but that figure is super particular about where you put its thumb. If you put the thumb in the wrong place, it won't transform. It's dumb. I mean, it's a great figure, but it's just kind of dumb that it's that particular. So there's this gap in the front here, and you kind of want to just like slot this little grill part into that gap. And now comes the most enjoyable part of the entire transformation. There's a tab right here on his robot mode thigh. There we go. Get into. There's a tab right there, and sorry, it's a slot, and then the tab is right here on the arm. You want to get that arm. You're gonna get that arm. Not like Rocket Raccoon. But you want to get that arm to go into that little slot there. And it is like stupidly hard. And so you just kind of maneuver it a little bit. Because if you put the like hips too far back, like the fingers get in the way of them. But if you don't put them far enough back at all, then it's like, then the tabs don't line up, and just this part is super frustrating, like super frustrating. And again, I'm not going to cut away and like spare you guys the details because, you know, this is part of the review. This is part of the transformation. Sucks balls. Like, that's an important part of this review. I'm not going to like sit here and gloss over, oh, this is how you transform it. This is how you transform it. And, you know, like jump cut to, and now I'm done. Because, I mean, it makes for a more streamlined viewing experience, yes. But, like, it makes for a less legitimate review, I think. You know, it glosses over some of the finer details of it. That, and it's just, editing videos is just so much work. I prefer to not have to edit my videos, like, ever. Even if I get to that, like, dreaded 27-minute mark that my phone currently deals with, and then I have to, like, just, like, stitch the two videos together and just, like, All right. So I think I've kind of got them. Like, I'm looking at it in the window here, and it's not really in position, but it's kind of in position. You can't see it from the bottom. You can't manipulate it from the bottom. There's nothing you can do from the bottom. So you want to kind of plug these together and then kind of slide this in. And again, this doesn't really peg into place. Like no matter what, I still get this like gappy section here. And this like gappy section here. And just like, it's gappy. Ugh. But yeah, so there he is in his police car mode, and he looks fairly good in this mode. Aside from the fact that he's gappy, especially out here towards the back. Maybe this could go up a little bit further. Oh yeah. There's a tab right here under the wheel. I remember this now. There's a tab here under the wheel that goes into a slot under this foot. And that'll keep the feet up, but it doesn't tab this in any better. I don't know. Wow, that actually kind of worked. Mostly. Maybe the solution is just that you have to hit your toys. That's the solution, guys. Excuse me. Oh, now his door doesn't want to go. Go! Go! Anyway, so, yeah, so there he is in his police car mode, and he's got, you know, his little police with the Decepticon logo on it. Police, punishing a slave, that's nice. The old 911 police, 643, all that stuff. Like, even says Celine on the back still. So, I mean, it looks exactly like you'd expect, exactly how it's supposed to expect. Oh, and you know what's fantastic? He's got weapon storage in this mode. He's got like this big old slot right here on the front. This is the tab that his waist tabs into. But he's got this big slot in the front, and you can plug this in like that and have the literal worst vehicle weapon storage I've ever seen. Like, I thought that the movie Masterpiece Bumblebee one was like, eh. But no, this is absolutely the worst one I've ever seen. Like, come on, guys. Like, seriously. I don't know. Anyhow. So there's the movie studio series Barricade, and if you are collecting studio series and you're like, man, I really need Barricade for my display, like, this is the studio series Barricade to get. I mean, of course, because there's no other studio series Barricade. But, like, if you're on the fence about him, I'm going to recommend that you fall off the fence on the side of not getting it. Because you don't really need it. But anyhow, thanks for watching. You guys are all fantastic. I'm Zakimus Prime. Have a great day. Be good to each other. See ya.